A defender's primary job is straightforward: stop the opposition from scoring. Roberto Carlos, however, used a left foot with explosive power to score them himself. For decades, the fullback archetype was strictly defined by rigid boundaries. You stayed near your own penalty box, marked the opposing wingers, and rarely ventured past the midfield line. Then came Roberto Carlos. He arrived on the pitch and entirely broke those established tactical rules. Operating on the left flank, his sprint speeds outpaced attackers, while his overlapping runs deep into enemy territory forced opposing managers to design entire defensive schemes just to stop a left back. He engineered a new approach to the position. Today's attacking wingbacks operate directly on the tactical blueprint he wrote. The foundation for that endurance was built far from the stadiums of Europe. Born in 1973, he spent his early years working in the coffee plantations of Garça, Brazil. Long hours of demanding manual labor under the sun developed a deep reservoir of stamina. The repetitive, heavy lifting cultivated the immense muscular density in his legs that would eventually define his playing style. By 1993, that physical conditioning translated into a professional breakthrough at Palmeiras. Playing in the Brazilian top flight, his unbridled pace overwhelmed domestic opponents. Traditional South American defensive structures simply couldn't track a defender who could cover the entire length of the pitch in seconds. Those years of labor in Garça served as a kinetic battery. They stored up the explosive energy that would fuel one of the most physically demanding careers in modern sports. In 1995, he brought his aggressive overlapping strategy to Inter Milan, testing his endurance against the highly structured, disciplined tactics of European football. 1 year later, in 1996, he secured a transfer to Real Madrid, stepping onto the most scrutinized stage in the global game. The Estadio Santiago Bernabéu is a towering, high-pressure arena that routinely overwhelms new arrivals. Yet his speed and conditioning allowed him to lock down the entire left side of the pitch by himself. He quickly evolved from a promising international signing into the bedrock of a multi-year dynasty. His sustained dominance against top-tier European clubs proved his attacking style was a devastating global weapon. In 1997, Brazil faced France in an exhibition match leading up to the World Cup. Roberto Carlos lined up for a free kick over 38 yards away from the goal. Standing between him and the net was a dense wall of French defenders, completely blocking any direct linear shot. This top-down diagram illustrates the setup. He struck the ball violently with the outside of his left boot, imparting a massive amount of counterclockwise spin. Initially, the ball launched on a trajectory heading well wide of the right post. But as the ball cuts through the air, the heavy spin creates the Magnus effect. The pressure differential pulls the ball sharply inward. It looks as though it is sailing into the crowd before aggressively snapping back to clip the inside of the post. The trajectory shocked the sporting world. Physicists would later write academic papers analyzing the aerodynamics of this single strike. That specific moment cemented his legacy. He bypassed tactical strategy entirely and directly weaponized the laws of physics. But individual brilliance on the pitch ultimately has to be validated by collective hardware. The true measure of a player's impact is tested at the World Cup. In 1998, Brazil navigated the extreme pressure of the tournament to reach the final in Paris. Despite his physical dominance throughout the campaign, the Brazilian squad collided with a highly organized French host nation, suffering a comprehensive 3-0 defeat. The loss was staggering. It demonstrated that no matter how fast or powerful an individual player might be, a single athlete cannot physically overpower an elite unified team. That defeat in Paris set the stage for the next 4 years, turning his career arc into a focused pursuit of international redemption. The tournament in 2002, co-hosted by Korea and Japan, provided that final opportunity. He anchored the left flank with unrelenting energy, providing critical width and defensive stability. This allowed a legendary attacking core of Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and fellow fullback Cafu the freedom to dismantle opposing defenses. The campaign ended in victory over Germany. As Brazil lifted the trophy, he secured the highest honor in international football. He returned to his club career and continued to dominate until 2007, leaving Real Madrid with 3 Champions League titles and 4 La Liga championships. He climbed from manual labor in rural coffee fields to the absolute highest peak of global athletics. By relying on immense stamina, blistering pace and a devastating left foot, Roberto Carlos expanded what was physically and tactically possible for a defender.